Thought I'd record a quick bonus video this week as something cool has arrived at the shop. Have you ever ordered anything such a long time ago that you've no idea what it is when it arrives? Well, this is one of those kind of parcels. I must have ordered this at least a year ago. Let's take a look inside. There is a massive clue on the box to what this is. One of my favourite artists. There's a hint. So when I saw this figure on the Jamiroquai merch site, I thought I've got to order one, but I didn't realise it was going to take quite so long to get here. So this is the Virtual Insanity JK figure. It's made by Bandi. Let's see what we get. I mean, the outer packaging is pretty cool. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pairs of hands. What instructions have we got? Those are quite possibly the weirdest instructions. Does that mean you can pull his pants and his shirt down? And there's a little bit of scenery as well that goes with it. Okay, that's awesome. Let's take a closer look at this out of the box. So I think I'm going to use this concert book while I unpack this. Already I'm losing his hands. These little bits of plastic out. Oh, so there is a little bit of movement. Okay, so there's a lot of articulation in the figure. That pulls off. Thought I'd broken it then. Oh, maybe I have. So I finally managed to figure out what these bits are. I've also changed the face back to the non-singing face because his eyes are open. I think that looks a lot better. But these stupid things that are in the back of the box there are sofas. Well, there's two chairs and a sofa. These are the ones that are moving around in the video, and it took me ages to figure that out. I had no idea. There's no instructions. A couple of QR codes on there, but they make no sense because it's all in Japanese. So those, if you want to know what they are, it's two chairs and a sofa. Right, let's tell you everything you need to know about this Jamiroquai Virtual Insanity figure from Bandi. Let's call it a full and comprehensive review. To start with, the figure cost me $89.99 from the Jamiroquai website with a $5 postage. Now that is quite expensive when you compare it to things like the NECA Chucky figures that have similar kind of accessories and interchangeable heads. Now I'm going to admit already, I've broken the figure. I've had to super glue one of the hands on it. I don't know why he has gold hair as well. Oh, I've managed to split him in half. The only way to get him to sit down is to pull the body apart, which I didn't intend to do. There's a little clip in there, and those are the bits of his t-shirt that I nearly lost. He doesn't sit down properly unless you pull him apart, basically. I'll see if I can get him back together now. I don't know why it's got this extra t-shirt bit underneath. But there is a lot of articulation with the figure. I think I'm doing this right. That was a nasty clip there. Now the feet are interesting. I'll bring that a little bit closer to the camera. Can you see how much articulation there is in the foot? So you can get him to stand. So there are a lot of positions you can stand him in because of all this articulation, but I think that's also the downfall of it, because it makes it very easy to break. Earlier on in the video, I was trying to change the face to this creepy singing face with his eyes closed, and I managed to pull the whole head, neck and the rest of it off, which wasn't brilliant. This hand now is permanently super glued on, even though he has 7 other hands in here that you can change with. Also earlier on in the video, I pointed out I've had to glue this together, that whatever these bits of cardboard are in here are 2 chairs and a sofa, which is not really very clear. Those instructions are, well, only really for the figure, and they're not very detailed. There's a couple of QR codes on the back, and they just take you to websites that are all in Japanese, so that was no use to me either. The chair is pretty cool though, and I've had to glue it to get it to stay together. You can stand him on the chair. I'm saying you can stand him on the chair. There you go. You can stand him on the chair, but if you want him to sit down, that's another story. Face sculpt is pretty good. It's not as good as it is on the box. Overall, for the money spent, it is a little expensive, but it is rather cool. And it did photograph well for my Instagram. Yeah, it looks really cool photographed. And I've no idea why he's got gold hair and a gold ponytail. That doesn't make any sense. He could have got a more natural brown colour, I think. But he is a cool figure, and he is going to look good with the rest of my collection, so if you're considering buying one, I would recommend it, even though they are expensive. That was definitely not a full and comprehensive review of the figure, but that's as good as it gets.
Remember, I'm from Lancashire too.